showdown here. A matchup of two elite quarterbacks. Might not see a better QB duel all season long. Both guys hoping to use this big stage to display their supremacy. Welcome to College Station, Texas, and Kyle Field, the legendary home of the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the national champions from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Hermstreet. Let's get this thing underway. Kick this deep to start us off. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Going to the air on the first play. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
High completion, good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. He's running out of time here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
I'll tackle him after a short game. A cautious call there on third and long. The Aggies bring their punt team onto the field. And that punt will just bounce away from the returner and out of bounds, so no return. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Aggressive call on the opening play. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quick completion to the tight end.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky fourth down decision? The receiver makes the catch. They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Buckeyes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Now they're running on the toss. Breaks an open space. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. And you think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
The Buckeyes looking to keep this drive moving. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
We'll try the ground game here with the running back. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short the 1st down.
So it's stolen short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. We're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. They convert on 3rd down and move the football to the 25.
Well, that's a good, hard, tough running there to get that 1st down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
And the single back takes the handoff. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that 1st down marker.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a 1st down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the 1st down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. And the sophomore, a little bit too much air into that throw. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Launching one to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
Went after, up and good. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Took contact of the throw. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it go quickly. What a catch! And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, the option keeper here for a big gain for this Texas A&M quarterback. It reminiscent of a guy like Johnny Manziel, who could do so much damage when he played for Texas A&M. But they've had others, going back to Bucky Richardson and how about Reggie McNeil. Great history and tradition at College Station with those athletic quarterbacks.
Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Second down play coming up. Looking to throw yet again. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Aggies.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Good pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Running play called on 3rd and short. He stopped and gets a first down.
How about that, Chris? 3rd down and 2. They get just enough. I thought they might bring the sticks out to measure. It was so close, but they're going to give them the first down. That's just trusting your back to get the yards you need for the first down.
Buckeyes with 1st and 10 here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. I mean, he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And there's the handoff. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. So after a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Looking for the wideout. It's dropped. It would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties back and can open up other aspects of this offense.
Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33.
Well, it's a good ball here by the quarterback, but I have to back up and look at the route by this tight end. He puts such pressure on this defense and makes it very easy for the quarterback to be able to make an accurate throw because he gets separation.
They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
The Buckeyes looking to cash in this red zone trip. Now they call a run. Some hard running there through a tackle. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find out here in the red zone. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
The offense takes a big shot here downfield. I thought they may have a chance, but the defender makes an unbelievable play to get a hand on the ball and knock it away.
So second down after the incompletion. Direct snap to the back. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And is intercepted. Could take it all the way.
Chris, I think I can hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping him out of the end zone.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Muscles past the defender. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
On the toss play, runner moving left. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll take off from deep in the end zone. And strong coverage there. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Fires quickly to the left. Wide open downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Gain moves the ball to the 38, another first down. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
They look to throw it here on second down. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
Boy, huge play here for Texas A&M. A nice throw, but even a better catch by this wide receiver. Man, they've had some great ones over the years at College Station. Guys like Mike Evans and Anais Smith most recently, going back to Christian Kirk. Guys with some size and speed.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Here's the handoff. Pickup is 6 yards, so 3rd down and 4 now.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. They come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive going. Can the defense get a stop here? Can he get there on the ground? Finding space at the 20. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
And the extra point was up and good. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. From deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, trying to make a play, but good coverage that time. So here we go, first play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Makes a quick catch. They stop him, but it's a first down. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line here to run the hurry out. First down. They're going to throw the football. The receiver grabs it. Defense able to contain him after that juke, but he picks up a solid gain.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Breaking tackles and going. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Chris, as you know, anytime you hit a big post route like this for a touchdown, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver is essential. Nice job of not waiting too long. Quarterback takes a hitch, gets the ball out early, and allows his receiver to run underneath a beautifully thrown football for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Looking to throw now on first down. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, it's an incompletion here, and I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Short connection to the tight end here. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
This is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And the completion made. He has first down yardage at the 46. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The pass rush closing in. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, there aren't very many things that can get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that good pressure by the defense can get to any quarterback.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. That's a fly to the wideout. He's got it in the open. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. This will likely be the last play of the half. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. The defense all over him, and he's tackled in the field of play as the first half clock runs out. They elect not to try the field goal, come up empty. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Aggies will kick this away to get the second half going. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Picks up some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown.
Chris, just textbook blocking on this kickoff return. The return man simply makes the adjustment, finds a gap, and he is gone. What a way to start a second half and get the crowd into the game.
Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Texas A&M offense back on the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Tries to get it to the running back. He flips it to the back across the middle. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They'll try the right side on the toss. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Looking for his big tight end. He's got a man down the middle. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback keeps the football. 0 running route. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, an old-school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
2nd down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Running out of time in the pocket. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws, but those yards after the catch kind of pad your stats.
Now here's the toss play. Able to convert on 3rd down. Gives them a fresh set of downs from the 22.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Texas A&M has moved into the red zone now. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket, looking to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Aggies!
Well, when everybody's covered, the tight end can be a quarterback's safety blanket, especially when you're looking towards the end zone. Great catch to get them in for the touchdown.
And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. That's real room. It's Lane. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel to understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football and brings up a 3rd down. See if the offense can move and change off that incompletion. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Lane. And it's good for a 1st down to the 36.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
Looking to chuck it again. Makes a quick grab. Fights through a tackle.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The completion makes it second and short. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. Looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's incomplete. The defense rises up and gets the stop against this very efficient third down offense.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
He's got it. Enough for a first down. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Well, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground?
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on second and inches.
Now it's second down here. Gives it to the back. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
So let's see what the play caller likes here on third and short on the +27. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Able to convert on third. Sets him up now. First down to the 22.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And now the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
First and goal, handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So getting nothing on first down makes it second and goal from the 8. They're going to score. They'll run it to the left side. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? An exciting start to the quarter here as the offense facing a 3rd and goal. So early movement from the offense that'll push him back 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking to the end zone. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that play.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown, and they keep it going. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2. And it's a bunch formation. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch is made down the middle. Tackle made after a big gain.
And with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
The offense really clicking here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, the defense is ready for that one. Good job of being able to hold the edge to this defense, showing the speed that they needed to bring him down. He didn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's the 2nd down play. Back to throw again. Bringing pressure. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Oh, and it's incomplete, and the drive ends right there.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
That's a great way to start this drive after taking over a really good field position, working with the lead. Chance here for a knockout punch.
And on the carry, he's heading left. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this 1st down and Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
They've got it in the backfield, nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Last time they gambled and lost, went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
You get some positive yards in the opening play of this drive. They need 2 touchdowns, so anything to move them closer to that first touchdown is always going to be good.
By the receiver. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. And completion makes it 2nd and short.
Well, as a defense, you'll take that all day. No problem at all. You give up a short little route. You tackle him inbounds. It keeps the clock running. That's a great job by the defense. After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Direct snap to the back. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
The pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Breaks into the open. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The defense produces 6 points.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Now the all-important extra point. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Moves the ball to 25, good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Toss play, back heads to his right. He's got room to run. First down, looking for more now. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
There he is. Finally, he's able to get on track and pick up some big yards here in the fourth quarter. It has been a relatively quiet game for him. The defense has done a nice job of bottling him up, but not there. He finally shows what he's capable of doing when he gets out in space and can show you that speed.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath. Tackle them in.
Breaks into the clear. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play and try to get in the end zone. Maybe get an onside kick.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Looking to throw again. He's got it with room to run. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back. But here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
Going after, not right through. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. The first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Pounding away with the run game. Second down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Well, barring something crazy, Kirk, that should be enough to secure this victory. They came in trying to dodge the upset in this early season showdown, and they passed the test.
This is a great game and a fun way to start the season. And I think the fact that the team that is expected to win wins this football game, they can use that as a confidence builder. And for the team that loses, think about this. Still a long way to go to be able to kind of right the ship and kind of have the season you expect to have. Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Motion now from the tight end. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Third down coming up after that running play. He'll hand it off. Running with purpose.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
You're pounding away with the running game. It's 1st and 10. They're going to run it. And that's a solid gain. I think the defense able to bring him down. And the offense takes timeout to stop the clock with just 11 seconds remaining. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. A deep shot to the right. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. About returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Offense moving into a bunch formation. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught by the receiver. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Last gasp, falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the game. This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business. Did what we expected them to do, Kirk, but they did it with impressive focus and execution.
Man, you said it. These guys just seem to be on a mission today. They weren't going to let anything get in their way, especially another ranked opponent. This team was motivated from the opening kickoff.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.